let me just get this out of the way. I was not the demographic they were looking for this type of movie. So Girls Trip is about these four girls that like to refer themselves as the Flossy Posse. And they've known each other since college, but haven't really gotten the chance to meet up with each other in about 5 years. So they figured it's about time for them to, hook up. And so here's the movie's Girls Trip. And so the Flossy Posse contains the members of Queen Latifah, the gossip journalist; Jada Pinkett Smith, the mom that's just looking for a good time; Tiffany Haddish, the firecracker that never stops going throughout the movie; and Regina Hall, the author who acts like she has it all. But does she? So these four girls go on a trip to New Orleans, and very, very early on in this movie, Regina Hall finds out their husband is cheating on her. And so this is where the dilemma comes into the movie, where she debates on whether to keep her husband or to divorce him. The reason why she thinks about keeping him is because she doesn't want to disappoint her fans, because her fans think that she has everything and has it all. Yet, her life is a little bit of a mess. So for about the first 30 minutes of this movie, I was like, oh man, what did I get myself into? While the people in front of me and the people to the left of me were dying laughing. And I was like, I don't find this funny myself. But I'm also not the demographic for this movie. This is more of a middle-aged woman movie. And the people in front of me, man, they had a killer laugh. They laughed like, and then she had friends. Did you see that? Yeah, that's who I was sitting in front of. Oh man, and she was kind of annoying for the first 30 minutes because after that, she kind of calmed down with the laughter. So that was, thank the Lord. But after that first 30 minutes, the movie actually did become kind of funny to me even though I'm not the right demographic this movie's looking for. And honestly, throughout the entire movie, I was kind of entertained. There were some parts here and there that kind of dragged that I wish they would have picked up a little bit. But overall, I kind of enjoyed this movie when I really wasn't expecting it. Because the trailers, I thought, this movie doesn't look good. In fact, it reminded me of Rough Night, but I didn't see Rough Night. But this movie really isn't that bad. Honestly, the performances in this movie were pretty good. I did like them. All of the characters, really. It took me a little bit to get used to them. But Tiffany Haddish, she's the one that really stuck out to me because, man, her character is freaking wild. And she's the one that made me laugh the most, though. She really brought her A game because, man, I don't know if that's what she acts like in real life, but good lord. One of the problems I have with this movie is that there would be at times where they're drunk, but then as a little bit of time goes on, the same night, may I mind you, then they're not drunk. And that didn't really work for me. And then this movie's also a little predictable, but it didn't really bother me that much just for the type of movie it is, that you pretty much know where it's going to go from the beginning. One thing that I did really like about this movie is the ending. The ending, I won't really go into it, but the message that it delivers, it's something that some people really do need to hear. Girls Trip does kind of push the envelope a little bit more than you may think, so I do recommend checking out on why it's rated R. So there's not really a whole lot to say about this movie other than it is funny at times, even for me. And then it is pretty good entertainment. I'm not going to lie. I was entertained throughout the entire thing, surprisingly enough. And I expected this movie to be kind of bad, but it was honestly decent. I kind of liked it. So I'm going to give Girls Trip a 6 out of 9. I did find enjoyment for this movie, and if you happen to fit in that demographic that they're looking for, then I would recommend seeing this movie easily. Girls Trip is currently sitting at 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, and has an average rating of 7.1 from critics. Girls Trip is honestly just a joy to watch. So thank you all very much for watching, and if you happen to enjoy this video, please hit that like and subscribe button down there for me. And remember, no movie is a perfect 10 out of 10. God bless you all.